Hi Marcy and Kim, this is Cheryl Reed and this is my recording to become certified to teach the Happy for No Reason and the Love for No Reason course. So we'll get started. Here's my pretend class waiting to listen to the half-day seminar. So I'm going to do my introduction. Hi everybody, I'm so happy that you're here today to learn about this amazing program called Happy for No Reason. And what is so great about it is that it is something that is within your control to change your happiness set point to a higher level so you can enjoy more happiness on a daily basis. And it's a happiness not dependent on your outside circumstances, but it's a happiness that comes from within. Marcy Shimoff is a best-selling New York Times author, and she wrote this book, Happy for No Reason, because she herself was searching for that same type of inner happiness. She had all the right, good reasons to be happy, what she calls happy for good reason, which she was a New York Times bestselling author. She was a transformational speaker known nationwide. She had changed thousands of lives through her speaking engagements, but yet she still felt that there was this something missing inside, this lasting happiness and peacefulness that did not depend on the outside circumstances. And that's when she thought she would love to be happy for no reason at all. So she paired up with Carol Klein, and together they began to do hours and hours and hours of research into happiness and joy, and interviewed many people that were considered to be what she called her happy 100, and gleaned out from them what their secrets were to being happy from the inside out. And from this is the book, which helps you change your happiness set point. And some of the ideas in the book I'm going to share with you today, and it is something that you can take home today and begin immediately. As for me, I felt that I was a kindred spirit to Marcy. I was in a similar circumstance. 15 years ago, I had what you would consider having it all. I had a great husband. I had a good career as a physical therapist, helping children and then adults. I went on exotic vacations, scuba diving. I traded in my diamond ring every year for a bigger ring. But there was just something missing inside. There was just something that didn't feel right. And at that time, I was presented with a new path in life. I took a volunteer vacation to Ecuador, South America, and I helped disabled children. And visiting that country, from the moment I stepped foot on land, I just felt this deep connection to Ecuador. And it impacted me greatly. Seeing the poverty, witnessing the things that I did, seeing that people were happy even without things, and seeing how much I tend to whine, it just changed me. And I was not the same person who went back to the States after that. And I felt that Ecuador was calling me. And so I thought Ecuador would be my answer. This would be my answer to finding that thing that was missing inside. So I actually gave up everything and I moved there 6 months later. And I went back and forth for 7 years, but what it ended up resulting is that I bought a farm 10 years ago. I cannot believe it has been 10 years. And that is when I found what I called freedom. I was free from a 9-to-5 job. I was able to sit in a hammock, read my books, listen to my music, contemplate life, and I just had thought I had found the answer. But do you think that I was happy? I should have been happy, but there was still something missing. And soon a relationship that I was in Ecuador broke off, and I was alone in the middle of nowhere on my beautiful farm, and I didn't know what to do, and I felt lost. But this was a gift in disguise, because it was from this moment on that I was able to grow and find these exact things that Marcy talks about in her book, to find that happiness from within. And I had to spend 6 months in the States working to allow me to have money to spend 6 months on my farm in Ecuador. And I did that for 8 years. and being on the farm was just an invaluable experience. And I was able to come up with some of those same things that Marcy talks about and delve deeply into them, that found that happiness that came from within, such as gratitude, finding a purpose in life. Sitting in a hammock didn't do anybody any good, least of all me. Changing my thoughts, challenging my thoughts, doing the work of Byron Katie, finding the love for myself within, and then that love could be expanded outward. So I wanted to take this a step further and share some of the things that I had learned. I actually wrote a memoir on my experiences and the lessons that I had learned that this beautiful farm had taught me. And I wanted to bring people to this country that I loved so much. I didn't quite feel that I had the credentials to teach. I felt that I needed some substance behind it. Even though I had the beautiful place and I had the ideas, I sort of wanted a program. And I began looking into different things. I got an email from my sister-in-law that talked about the Passion Test by Chris and Janet Atwood and how to become a facilitator to do that, to help people find their dreams, their top 5 passions. And I thought, I absolutely need this for my program. And I became certified by Janet herself, and it was a wonderful, amazing experience. And then I still felt that I wanted to take it a step further, that I didn't want people to be waiting just for when they achieve these passions in their life to be happy. It still felt like it was looking outside themselves, although purpose is important. It's very important in incorporating these passions into your life, but I wanted the whole picture. And one thing led to another, and I ended up meeting Marcy personally at another course and found out about this Happy for No Reason, and that I could become certified as a teacher of this program, and it just fits perfectly with what I want to do in Ecuador on the retreats. And I am just so thankful to Marcy. Marcy shines love and happiness, and she's the real deal. She went through this herself, and she speaks from experience. I also have gone through these experiences, and I'm here to tell you that it can be done, that happiness can be found from the inside. So the good news is you don't necessarily have to spend years and years and years doing research or running away to a third world country unless you want to. I'm here to share with you today these ideas that you can incorporate into your everyday life that are going to open up your heart to more joy. So I'm very excited, and we're ready to get started. So does anybody have any questions? Okay. Well, here we go. We're going to delve into the program.